Hello, this is Bobby here at TV Repair today, talking about a returned XVT473SV mainboard, which was repaired apparently on 28th of February 2009. Customer R.Thomas, and I'm 100% sure I have met another video exactly same as this one, at least another one before. I just don't remember which one. There's so many, and I'm sure there is at least one video that's going to say exactly the same thing and do the exactly same things that I'm going to do here. People think that when we receive boards and where they talk to us, we know exactly what it is about and we remember. And of course, this cannot possibly be true. We receive tons of boards, as you can see our other videos. I just made another video that shows on our testing panel there were like 3-4 boards. There's always a number of boards around me of the same type for different customers, for different cases. And when I open a package or a colleague of mine, there's no way on earth to remember and to know what exactly this is about. But we see this board was serviced from us. It is returned. So before we do anything else with it, we go through a routine check for everything that we know tends to fail on those boards from experience, as well as all major fuses that tend to blow. And here right away I can tell that we have replaced one fuse. This one, I don't know how well you can see. This is soldered. This is our fuse. This is how the OEM fuses look like. They're just from a different manufacturer. This was apparently replaced by us. This is a fuse that, oops, sorry. I got the zoom in by mistake. This is a fuse that feeds 12 volts through a local switching circuit, which passes them to the T-con as power. Basically, when the main processor signals that small switching circuit here, the 12 volts which first go through that fuse are getting passed to the T-con board. There is no other use that I know of the 12 volts here on this board, and the only way this fuse would blow for the 12 volts is if either that circuit fails and shorts out, which I have never seen in hundreds of repaired boards so far, or the T-con fails and shorts, which I have seen. I have actually seen the strip cable burn and smoke. Or, and I have seen that most often probably, when the cable is being plugged, the bottom side of that cable, let's see if I have something around, it's not the exact cable, but it basically illustrates the point. The bottom side, where the individual stripes go out, they very easily peel off those silver endings. When you plug them in a few times, they just peel off, and they can peel sideways, backwards, or you can just put it sideways in an angle, the whole cable to begin with, and it can short out the output. The 12 volts go down here on the 60, 59, 58, I don't remember, I have the schematic to look at, and you can easily see which one of those are, how many of those are shorted together to find out what is short. But anyhow, the first thing that I did was to take a look, measure a few contact points that we know that are common failures without even knowing what the board is being returned, who is returning it. And the first thing that I found that wasn't checking was a fuse that was just wide open. That's the same fuse that we've replaced. What a normal fuse should do is this. Fuse is just a wire that is designed to melt when too strong of a current runs through it. So that 3 amp fuse here is apparently open. There is nothing on that board again other than the circuit here, which I'm 100% certain, you know, fairness, I have not checked it, but I'm 100% sure based on experience that this circuit did not short that fuse. And this is how I conclude that something outside of the board made that fuse to blow. Now, whether it was handling from a customer when plugging that cable, whether it was customer who placed that board inappropriately, and shorted out something on the back to a chassis. Whether it was a T-cone that was burned or defective and overloading with current, I don't know, and I have no way of knowing from being here. But I'm going to replace that, and then I'm going to stick that same board. I'm going to show here some unique markings on it, and I'm going to show it working in a TV, and this will explain why we charge customers for shipping of boards. You see, when we repair a board, we test it and we see that it works in a TV, and then when it doesn't work on a customer side, customer automatically assumes, oh, it's your fault. That repair didn't work. Well, guess what? It's not necessarily our fault. Sometimes it will be your fault. Sometimes it will be fault of another board in the TV. And we can't cover all of those cases. You know, we don't guarantee you that when you get a board back from us, it's going to work. Your TV is going to work. Sorry, the board is going to work, but we cannot guarantee that your whole TV is going to work. First, because you can mess up while installing it. Second, because there are other boards in the TV which can mess it up. So the only thing that we guarantee is boards that are tested here and known to be working will be sent back to you, or of course we will tell that it's not. Now in this case, this board apparently does have a blown fuse. I'm going to pause the recording and continue after I replace it and put it in a TV. Here's the unique signature of the customer on the board. But when customer returns boards to us, they expect us to cover shipping back to here and then to them. And this just doesn't work that way because, as I said, there will be times when the problem is on your side and there is no good logic to defend us spending extra money. What's more, if a problem was another board, say a T-cone, not a handling, we return that back, that fuse is going to blow again. And you will be back to square one. That's why I'm going to show that board working in a TV before returning it back. But because customers can't know, and we can't know, when the problem was on their side, when it was on our side, and no side can prove that clearly and without a doubt to the other side, that there is no manipulation. This is why we just say we split shipping costs in warranty. Customer usually pays shipping to us and we pay shipping back. Because of the weirdness of eBay's return procedures, sometimes it's the other way around. We pay for shipping to here by accepting returns, and then customer pays for the return back provided we show that board works. Now I'm going to put on pause, replace the fuse, and see the board work.